Less than 2 years after they stopped new annotations from being added, YouTube support for them is about to end completely. On the 15th of January, all annotations will be gone from YouTube. Although some of their uses were questionable, my skin showcase videos over on kliksphilip were excellent examples of how they could be used to improve a video. Click on the bit you want to go to and it takes you there. What a cool feature. Shame it's going. There have been hopes that somebody somewhere will develop a kind of plugin to keep them functioning, but that could take time. Right now, before they're gone, what matters is that you keep backups of your annotations somewhere. But how? By adding the correct stuff to your video's link address, you can display all of the XML data on screen. This stuff relates to where and when annotations are displayed, and is the information that you need to save. Luckily, you don't need to do this. I've linked to a program in this video's description that will go through all of the videos on your channel, saving their annotation info to your computer. You'll find instructions on how to use it there as well. Modder 112's handy little program automatically goes through each and every one of your videos, first checking to see if they have annotations, then if they do, by saving them. I will be keeping my channels, and various others, safe in my backups, which I shall upload to any annotation saving plugins that are created at a later date. Removing this feature wasn't necessary. They could at least have replaced it with something better. The remaining features, like end cards, do have their uses, but they are so much more limited, and people who just tell me to use them instead clearly have no clue of how I used annotations in the first place. Back in 2017, just before annotations were frozen, I dedicated several weeks of my life to producing dozens of skin showcase videos which benefited from the annotations feature. I worked tirelessly, only stopping for sleep, food and gym sessions that I didn't drop dead from blood clots or something. I talked about this in I don't need to say it, this video. Link is also in the video's description if you want to know about it. I'm pleased I made that video, because otherwise so many of you wouldn't know about the effort that went into that project. And that video resonated with you, since I'm regularly shouted out in tweets as the guy who has the most to lose from annotations being removed from the site. How do I feel about it all? I'm disappointed, because their removal seems so unnecessary. But at the same time, I can only do what's within my power. This mindset is what motivated me to produce all those videos in 2017, and it's what has encouraged me to back them all up right now, here at the start of 2019. My skin videos have evolved to not need annotations so much. I now manually post timestamps to each of them in the descriptions, which itself is a pain in the backside, and is something I'll have to retroactively add to the rest of the series at some point. I'm grateful that annotations were ever a thing. When they were first added to YouTube, they got a lot of hate, just like any change does. But to me, they seemed ahead of their time, and opened up a lot of opportunities. Those weeks I spent crunching skin videos before they were removed may sound like a living hell, but I think it was one of the best times of my life. I had purpose and a sense of urgency, and see those few weeks in my life as a very tidy period where I worked to my absolute maximum capacity. It's amazing how a deadline lets you do this. There's nothing stopping me from doing the same thing right now, but without a strict deadline imposed by somebody else, I can't be bothered. Goodbye annotations. You will be missed.